Big Boss versus Chrysalis. Great, now where am I? Okay, now I'm confused. Mammal Pod. Damn it. What the hell? Oh, Lord. Let's do the Chrysalis. Goddamn.
Take out the Chrysalis. That thing needs to be eliminated once and for all. Will chew through any wall you try to hide behind. Getting thick. Careful you don't lose sight of that chopper. The surround indicator lets you locate enemies even when you can't see them.
Great advice. Do you know any other advice to avoid the rail got 3 rockets. Kill it. Come on, just show your pretty face so I can shoot you. Come on. I'm gonna need this. Damn it, I should have shot it. Care of it. Oh, but now I need to get the actual brain part, right? Come back! You're dead. Accept your fate.
Attack the AI pod to destroy its hatch. It's the solution to get in the AI pod. Otherwise it'll reactivate.
If this thing reactivates, I'm giving up. Because that is pure bullshit. I gotta tear out its parts. Its brain. Damn it. It's taking off. If I don't do this right under a minute, God, this is getting crazy.
Pull out all the unlocked memory boards. Pull out the memory boards.
I'm trying to.
Boards will have icons over them. Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapon.
Shut up, I'm thinking.
Have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. Go ahead and take whichever ones you want. If you attack parts on the exterior of the machine, the memory boards that control those parts should light up. You can tell what a memory board does by looking at its color when it lights up.
Okay, we're good. I tore out, like, some of its body parts. Dang it, too much. Took care of the pupa, now the chrysalis, which leaves the big ol' one left. God. I've been itching to fight this giant helicopter thing since the moment I saw it when we were rescuing the Sandanistas, but now that it's gone, what will fill the void? Maybe this scoreboard will help. Gameplay. Chrysalis as a boss is at the level of punishing difficulty with how it's been designed. First of all, if Pupa was armed to the teeth, then Chrysalis is dolled to the nines with weaponry. A railgun, huge missile cache, smaller drones, and a chain gun that will rain death from the sky on a big boss's poor face. Seriously, Chrysalis is a completely broken boss, and that comes from its ability to be an even deadlier glass cannon equipped with an instant dodge mechanic that makes an even smaller target even worse to destroy, but the only way to ensure a hit is to attack it when it attacks you, and will actually sit still for once. Chrysalis also has a complete fuck you attack similar to Pupa in the inclusion of missiles. Chrysalis is able to fire off 3 rounds of 4 missiles that home in on Big Boss, and with Peace Walker's finicky dodge roll move, since it's also the same button for crouching, you've got a recipe for disaster when after dodge rolling, you could still be attacked by the following missiles! It's just a big pile of ways to screw the player over and create an atmosphere around the fight of complete unfairness. Instant dodging, super missiles, ad creation, and being able to hide in the fog just creates a tar-like mess that makes hitting a small target with a slow rocket ever more arduous, albeit quite satisfying. I'll give Chrysalis a 2 1/3 Triforces to start out this review. Story. Now at this point, there has been a little more added story since Chrysalis comes right after we meet Dr. Strangelove, a woman who's apparently related in some way to the boss from MGS3, and in an effort to get some sort of information or vengeance from her, she's recreated a mechanical version of the boss by obtaining all intelligence the CIA had on her and stuffing it into a different AI, the Mammal Core, who's being used as the Peace Walker's brain in order to dictate nuclear deterrence. Unfortunately, little of this can be attributed to Chrysalis, as the reason that has been called by Dr. Strangelove to take out Big Boss is speculation at best. Of its own accord, it's the same AI from Pupa attaching itself to the hovercraft body of Chrysalis in order to try and accomplish the same thing that Pupa was after, protecting Peace Walker, built by Huey in order to wield his AI as a flying death machine, which has been used rather well in the previous parts of the game when it's been flying around and kidnapping people who could be a threat to Coldman's plan, showing off its capabilities in order to intimidate enemy allies. With its demise, it leaves Coldman with only one more AI drone that can protect his metal gear, and leaves me to bestow a 7 Triforces on this aerial menace. Fun. Being that this fight was completely unfair and punishing on the part of the player, the fun I had can only come from how many missiles of mine that hit the damn thing. After seeing this strange helicopter type thing terrorize the rebels, it actually egged me on more to dismantling this thing piece by piece, add in that the devastating ability to cause damage, and the players would really want this thing to just explode upon impact with the Earth itself. I didn't have a lot of positive experiences during this actual fight with this thing, dealing with the missiles and the haphazard need to cover all over the place, along with the slow speed of my Law rocket launcher. Its tiny magazine size and insta-dodging of the Chrysalis left me just fuming with indignant anger at the thing as I blasted more kidnappers away after shooting them away 30 seconds ago. However, just like Pupa, you get that well-deserved satisfaction after finally KOing it, but the problem is that it was too difficult, which turned the fight into a grind and waters down that same satisfying feeling. But in the end, I didn't like its fight much, but the intrigue of its existence, design, and concept kept me interested in the character of the machine, as snooty as that sounds, enough to break through the wall of Chrysalis. But in the end, I have to score it at 4 2/3 Triforces. Chrysalis has been a thorn in the side of Big Boss ever since he saved the Sandanistas from a boathouse, and it had come down in order to start kidnapping people, including Chico effectively destroying the rebel threat to Hot Coldman. But it was Big Boss that finally put the screws to Chrysalis, destroying the body but not the brain, making sure that the last AI drone would be working perfectly if Big Boss were to ever make it to Peace Walker. The final score of 14 out of 30 shows that while I was all geared up to fight this aerial menace, the fight itself was nothing to write home about. It was incredibly difficult, helped only by unfair attacks combining bad design with terrible camera work, since half of the time Chrysalis is hiding in the clouds doing strafing runs that make little sense, especially when it starts launching missiles into the background. The fight definitely encapsulates how much Chrysalis was shoved into the plot as an unstoppable will powered by its only master, Coldman, but doesn't translate well into a fun experience. And however, as much as I like to continue banging the Chrysalis hate drum for 5 more minutes, I should probably stop waffling and just get to the victory for gamers in order to get on to the next boss fight, which I'm predicting is going to be another tank or something. See y'all later.